The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was...
Shapes to shoot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Baggio chasing after it and claimed it back swiftly. And this is Roberto Baggio. Tonali.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho. Now here's the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Over to the left. Back in once more. Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Knocks it into space. And this is Cruyff. Now the ball in. Danger averted for now.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he's managed to gift it back. Icon. Oh, that's fabulous. That is lovely. Foot in. Out for a throw. A nice sequence of passes, this. And the shot's on here. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's been cut out, well played. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Messi is fouled. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
He won't be happy with that one. Played out wide. Cruyff. Oh, it's Baggio! Off the post. Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time and again they are repelled. Neymar. Great vision. Roberto Baggio, and he knocks it clear. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Shoots! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Serginho. He's on it, can he get away? Good read, needed to be. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's picked his way through. Tries a shot!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Abbiati is there to clear, and reclaimed it in a trice. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Join me in wishing all
it's
the
an
best
eye-catching
to the members
scoreline,
of our
but
fan
it's
club
a fair
celebrating
reflection
their
on what
wedding
we've just seen
anniversary
in this
today.
first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Neymar looking to penetrate opposition lines. Cruyff ploughing through the middle. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
It's a pretty loose pass. And the counter is on. He's had it taken off him. Little doubt, that is a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's match.
The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
That is ended up in no man's land, and he was quick to react.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mbappe, and he welcomes it in. A header! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Looking for options for movement. He's had a shot! And he's done it!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, a breakthrough already. And it's Cruyff. Messi. He's got away. Fires it in low. Messi. It's Hullet. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Cruyff. And he's found a way past. And he's quick to get it clear again. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's away! Decent chance! They've done it! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
One sweeping move. Tries from distance. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Maldini cuts out the pass. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, good ball! That is a crunching tackle. Hullet, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. And he's away. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Roberto Carlos is standing over this one. Roberto Carlos! He's tried one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Neymar getting this one clear. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Passing is crisp and sharp. Vieira with the clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Messi. Gullit. He's gone for goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Buffon gets good distance on it. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. No joy this time. Rijkaard. 15 minutes till half-time. Maicon, who's steaming forward. Maicon.
Oh, great feet, that.
He's found a way through. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, what a Cruyff! And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. And the comeback is complete. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and make...
Oh, they could be caught out here! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Gullit, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through, and this is Cruyff. Oh, just skips past his man. Ah, he's given it away. And the finish! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Gullit. And it's Cruyff. Rummenigge in acres of space out wide. That's very neat. Cruyff. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle.
Georgia are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Chance in football.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now it's Messi.
That's good play from him.
He is through here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gullit. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Definitely not one of his best. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's come loose. And he welcomes it in. Messi gets flagged offside. No, that's been intercepted. Bullet. And it's Cruyff. And no, that was never going to make it. And he can clear it away. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Decent hit from there. That's a throw. Messi. Cruyff. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. Bullet. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And they've got rid. Baresi. Thuram. Rijkaard. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Baresi spots it and intercepts. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Roberto Baggio. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So now the difference is 3. Messi. Oh, that's nice. Takes a shot. And that is great goalkeeping.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Now it's Cruyff, and this is Roberto Baggio. He has found a way through. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. The ball has bounced loose now. And the shot! Corner number 2 then. Vieira getting this one clear. That's good play. Mbappe! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Oakland Roots are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Michael. In with the challenge. And it's Hullet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Just 5 minutes left. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Closing in on goal. Goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
It's become a case of men against boys. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's beaten the last chance, surely! He's put his foot right through that one. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Vieira. And we're done. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, there's the unmistakable figure of Dimitar Berbatov. There was never any question of leaving a man of his talents on the bench.
Yeah, you can't question this guy's abilities or his track record. Yet it's funny how he remains a divisive figure.
Well, that was that languid style, wasn't it, which does have its detractors.
Yeah, he's a player who's always been extremely calm and he likes to kind of think on the ball. Some say that was lazy, slowing the game.
He's had a shot! Oh, nice, just not quite.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
That's been drilled forward. Messi proves too strong. Crunching tackle. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Messi. That has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. Alexander-Arnold. Pass somewhat off target. And he's gone long. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Camavinga. Oh, that's a key interception. Up towards the front line. And this is Cruyff. João Neves gets a foot in here. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Now there's a shot at goal! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's decided to go for it. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Strong running down that left flank. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies.
Chance for a shot! Dembele! Brilliant!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he? He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Messi. He is through here. And he's had it nicked away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Shevchenko. Maldini. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Shevchenko. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi puts his foot on the gas.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. It's Neymar! And it's come back out to him. They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Milan are looking to break at pace. Gullit pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Baggio threads one in. Vieira clears. And they're back on the ball again. Oh, that's well spotted. Well timed, excellent interception. Gullit played out to the left flank, and he's managed to get free. Now this could be a chance. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar plays it short. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And that has left him in a heap. Ernest, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Aims beyond the defence. He has found the way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played. Well,
Neymar! Maldini is there to clear. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. That is good alertness. And this is Cruyff. Messi. He's in a great position here. Rodri. Oh, it's Dembele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
he read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's sweet. Almost oh, shooting chance! It's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Pepe has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. That's going in strongly.
Can he get on the end of this? And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. That's the start of another 45 minutes. And he's had a hit! Oh, screamer! He's got himself an absolute peach. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it's Baggio. Roberto Baggio! And it's there! And he is just ripping it up! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Dembele. Pull it. Here's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Cruyff. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
And he's let fly! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Georgia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. He's found a way through. Good effort from distance. Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with...
That's rather hopeful. Oh, impressive strike.
Georgia certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Hernes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Moved on forwards. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maicon. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Tries to pass it through. And this is Roberto Baggio. Plenty to aim at here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries from distance. Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tries to play it through. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, what on earth! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 7, numero 16, numero 5, Fabio Cannavaro. Lasciano il campo per il numero 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Oh no, this does not look good. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, what a mistake! Pele. And it's Gattuso. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, just skips. It's Luis Suarez! Sensational from Suarez! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're back within reach. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Dida sends that a long way. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pepe. It's a pretty loose pass. Milan could have here their final chance.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Great chance! And he hits the net! Deep into injury time! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed.
And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
It's their second corner of the game. Roll goes short. And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Threads one in. Inzaghi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Messi. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nicely weighted ball, and he was quick to react. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's having a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Messi, he's picked his way through, skims one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Quality ball. Cruyff shapes to shoot, and it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gerrard, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get... And the shot! He's kicked it out just.
Messi completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
And we have our very first corner. Neymar with the short one. That is a brilliant interception. Milan are looking to go forward now. Endrick approaching the half-hour mark. And no, that was never going to make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Milan have reclaimed it. Time and again they are repelled. Gerrard. De Bruyne. And it's Stojkovic. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. And he's there to retrieve it. Endrick. O'Shea. Neymar. Vieira. He's beaten the last man. Vieira! He scores! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Endrick. And he's there to belt it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Lovely ball. Shot a goal! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. It's a threatening ball. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
3 minuti di recupero.
Chooses to go crossfield. He's had it taken off him. Neymar. And smartly reclaimed. Well read, nice interception. Cruyff. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. How would you review the first half?
Georgia have done well to this point. At times I find myself struggling to work out just who's down to 10. That's testament to how adaptable they've been. I think if they can keep playing like this, Peter, it might just hold out.
And we are back underway. He has found the chance! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, that's fabulous. A lot of space ahead of him. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That is good alertness.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? Oh, there was plenty on that.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And this is Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Pepe defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Filippo Inzaghi. Endrick. Goes for a shot! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato al 63esimo minuto. Numero 16.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And this is Inzaghi. Not the most accurate pass. Looking for options for movement. And he's on his way! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has not gone well. Lovely, now then. And the pass is intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a good ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cruyff in acres of space out wide. He's had a shot! Oh, almost a sixth.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Just about within shooting range. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
That's a sharp pass. That's a good foot in there. Into the last quarter of an hour. Maicon kept his eye on it, and he's there. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. O'Shea. Now it's Messi. Baresi makes the interception. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Cannavaro cuts it out. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. And it's Neymar. Always onto this. And this is Messi. He's away, and he shoots! Gerrard. Neymar pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Endrick. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Inzaghi. Maicon with the slide tackle there. Well, some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Stojkovic with a real chance here. Cruyff gets it clear. Oh, that's superb. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Messi. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. He's found the way through. Big chance! Goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Ah, he's given it away. There's the shot! And it's in! Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So that's it. It is all over. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria.